Hi there. So, I'm going to spend the next however many minutes pretending to groom your eyebrows. Because this is ASMR and that is what we do. I also think it might just be kind of nice, kind of relaxing. We can just have some personal attention, some snippy sounds. Snippy sounds, is that what we call them? Scissor sounds. Snipping. And I don't know, it might be fun. It might be soothing. It might not be. We'll find out. The reason we're still very lo-fi technology-wise is that I am currently micless. I'm getting a new one soon. And I wanted to make a video anyway. So I thought we could go back to basics and have a wee chat. Have some sounds. Have some whispers. And see how we go. I do apologise if my manner is not all that relaxing today. I'm in a fairly buzzy mood. What can I say? I'm finding it quite hard to simmer down and be very calm and very soothing, but maybe concentrating on this and sorting out your whopping great caterpillars might calm me down a little bit. Maybe I'll do the same for you. Is that okay? Cool. Sweet. It's very trusting of you, by the way, to allow me to have at your face with some tweezers. I'm not sure if it's the choice that I would have made, but no, it's cool of you, appreciate it. I do have some lovely polka dot tweezers. I've never tapped on them before, I have to say, so I didn't know how it would sound. I also trimmed my nails yesterday, so they're just little stubs. Not the best for tapping, but it's quite a satisfying little anyway. Now the first step of eyebrow grooming, and I realise I should probably have done a better job on my own for this video, in order to speak with any kind of authority, but what's done is done. The first step should really be to brush them up. Oh, and I do have a brush, actually. But I forgot that I did, but I do. Here we go. For such a simple task, there really seem to be a lot of implements needed. But every step has its place in the important task of keeping one's brows perfectly coiffed. So, if you don't mind, I'll get a wee bit closer and, like so, just make sure they're all swept upwards, easier to shape. Is that cool? Sweet. Okay. Right. Let's see. It's quite finicky. Now, you have quite impressive brows, I have to say. Quite commanding, I would say. Which I know is kind of in style these days. So I'll try not to get rid of too much. Because, you know, the eyebrows, they frame the face, so they say. And we wouldn't want the masterpiece that is you to be left just a canvas without a frame. You might have heard a seagull there just punctuate my sentence with a little caw. You know, even the birds agree with me. So, looking wonderfully swept up, and now I think we can get to plucking. Okie doke. You might want to close your eyes, just in case any stray hairs fall into them and blind you. Wouldn't be ideal. You'd probably want a refund. Okay, cool. Or, you know, keep them open, I don't mind. I do think a lot of beauty products look a bit like instruments of torture. Maybe they are a little bit, to be honest. But not in this case. I will be very careful. So, just going to I'll make sound effects, you know, just to add to the ambiance. Some idea as well. I've read that you're not meant to pluck from above the eyebrow, because that can make the shape go a bit haywire. But it's too late. I've gone for it. There were just a few errant hairs. And I think if you've got hairs growing here, maybe can break that beauty rule. I mean, I'm just messing around. I'm actually kind of jealous of your eyebrows. For someone with such dark hair, mine grow pretty pale. Or they look pale because there's not that many hairs. And sometimes I fill them in a little bit. It doesn't look like you need to do that at all. So you're very lucky. You're probably thinking, am I going to have any eyebrows left? The answer is yes. Don't worry, I wouldn't leave you bald above the eyes, you know. It's not the best look. I mean, it kind of worked for Rooney Mara in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, but I take it that's not really the vibe that you're looking to give off now. Swedish assassin, not your style. That's fair enough. I think you could pull it off though. It's pretty impressive to be able to carry off not having eyebrows, I think. Not many people can do it. Okay. I'm gonna have to say goodbye to the polka dot tweezers. Because I've got rid of all the hairs that I think we need to get rid of. So we've got a really promising shape. I just think they would look even better if we filled them in with a tiny bit of powder. Cool. I'm glad you're on board. I have an eyeshadow palette. That I've yet to ever feature in a video. Which I'm beginning to doubt my reasoning there because it sounds really nice, I think. It's in a metal case. And it's kind of filthy, to be honest. A bit embarrassing. I could probably have cleaned it up first. Yeah, it's a bit gross. Sorry, that's just how I live. But I'm sorry for inflicting it on you. I also have an angled brush, you can see. Which is the best shape to get a good line with. So, I'm going to use a natural colour, a kind of taupe, because that suits most people. It can be applied with quite a light hand for blondes and redheads, if you have darker hair, it can also work. It just needs to be applied a bit more heavily. Or if you wet the brush, then it goes on darker. Top tip. So I'm just going to get some powder onto the brush and then just come in close again and draw upwards diagonally, fill in the thicker part towards the nose. And then, sorry, there was a bit of a noise in the window there. And then taper down. A bit more thinly applied. So it's not just a big, hairy caterpillar. So it's got a kind of elegant arch. Here, that one's looking really good. It's maybe a little bit uneven, but that's fine. You can fix it. If you just stay still. So my hand doesn't slip. We don't want to give you an accidental monobrow. Lovely, nice and fluffy. Nice and defined. I'm gonna dip it on the other one now because I don't want to get one looking perfect and then try and match it and have them look completely different. That's the danger. But let's have a go, see if I can get them even. Just gonna get a bit more shadow onto the brush. You can probably put this away. And if you don't mind, just gonna come back in. It's a bit thicker on this side. I mean, eyebrows are never identical. However much we might want them to be. So I'll maybe apply a tiny bit less to this side to avoid it being completely uneven. Maybe level them out a little bit. And just stepping back, you know, in the way that an artist might consider his or her masterpiece. What does it need? I think I've been a bit too stingy on this one. That's just my thinking noise. When I concentrate, I click my tongue. It's a bit of a habit, possibly a bad habit that I have. I think that looks good. Yeah. To be authentic, I think, to the process, I might do a step that I often do. I don't know how correct it is, but I find that a tiny bit of mascara helps it stay in place, so that a gust of wind doesn't make them all shift and blow around wildly like grass in a hurricane. But there's no harm locking it down, eh? So, got some mascara. Let's give it a little tip tap. Probably enough. That was disappointing, wasn't it? Sometimes it makes a really good sound, but this one doesn't seem to be complying. Well, let's see. It's always good to scrape off the excess so you don't end up overloaded. Like so. It doesn't hurt, though. It sounds kind of nice as well. Don't forget the bit at the top. It's often a big glob of black gunk. That almost sounds like a trigger, doesn't it? Glob of black gunk. Glob of black gunk. But once you've got your brush not too covered in mascara, then you're ready to brush the bright hairs. So, just gonna scooch in one last time. Also darkens them a little bit more. You can use clear brow gel, but I like the extra definition you get from using black mascara or brow gel. Not everyone needs extra definition, but I hear that the power brow is having a bit of a moment, so there's no harm in taking some inspiration from Brooke Shields or modern counterpart, Cara Delevingne. Lovely. I think that looks pretty nice. So now you have wonderfully full, groomed dark brows. Do with them what you will. I hope you've enjoyed this very unprofessional salon moment. I hope you take confidence from your fierce new face frames. Remember never to overpluck, because then you end up with tadpoles instead of brows. Take good care of them. Take good care of yourself. And thanks for dropping by.